I got an alert. Welcome back to the Flipping Bats podcast. I know you guys missed us, so we're back. 2 weeks left of school. I think it's appropriate we get started again, especially headed into the summer. We're back with the crew. We got Cap and we got Adrian. I'm excited to be back. I know you guys are too.
Yes, we are.
Our first topic, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get into the sticky stuff, the sticky situation we got in the MLB. Adrian, your favorite player
Pitcher
is a big part of it. So talk to us about it. What are your opinions? What do you think is happening with it?
You want my honest opinion? Just was doing it. I'm going Trevor Bauer. Let's legalize it because there's no way to moderate it. You know what I mean? Like, what is MLB gonna do? Are they gonna investigate every single baseball? Like, so let's say, right, fly ball hits the center fielder. Center fielder could very much have pine tar on his glove, so that way he's catching everything out there in center field. Now pine tar's on the baseball. Now it's
not how that. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Yep, I saw a video of Jonathan LaCroix when he was with Texas telling Robinson Chirinos, throw some pine tar on your glove, the ball will stick.
Okay.
So you can't.
All right, I understand.
Investigate baseball.
Yeah, you can't compare the different. Yeah, no. First of all, here's my thing. Yeah, everyone uses it. Does it make it okay? No. That you can't. You can't just. That's not that you can't justify something with that. Like that's like saying everybody steals, so it's okay. No, that's not how that works.
But it's not just stealing.
It's just because
you're comparing stealing something that's obviously bad to like something that's been done since the beginning of baseball. In 1920, they're throwing spit.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. Garrett Cole confirmed that for us, too. Passed down from generation.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just been passed down from, like, generation to generation. It's just, everyone uses it, so it's okay. It's okay. So, like, I'm not going to say I do it, but everyone uses it. So, if you could tell, that means me.
They're advocating for it because they want control. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think that the real issue is MLB switching to baseballs every single year. Pete Alonso talked about that.
I do. Pete Alonso did talk about that, yes.
And, like, you can't, like, the pitchers, you know, it's just, like, you do what you got to do. Everyone's been doing it. You can't get mad at them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, Rob Manfred is a big part of the problem.
Rob Manfred sucks.
He claims, we're cracking down. Nothing has happened. Like, how many people have we caught with like, real pine tar this year? Like, I don't think we've caught any, correct?
No, we haven't.
If we have, it's been very little.
But
okay, and we know people are using it. So what's the problem here? Like,
but the thing
you're claiming you're cracking down, but you're not cracking down.
So when someone is caught, for example, we'll go to the Michael Pineda situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The manager for the Boston Red Sox at the time, I believe is Dave. I forgot his name. Starts with an F. Last name starts with an F. Anyways, he goes out to the umpire. He says, "Can we check him?" It's obvious he has pine tar on his neck. I mean, next start, you know what happens when they come back to New York? Clay Buchholz is on the mound, and Clay Buchholz gets checked because we all know Clay Buchholz with the shiny hair. He has something in his hair. Goes to it every single. You know what I mean? So it's like no one is willing to do it because they know they have someone on their own team that's doing it, and Clay Buchholz just didn't get caught. So I think that's why we haven't had anyone caught because it's more.
Nobody ain't no snitch.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also more common now, so no one.
Garrett Cole technically is a snitch. He snitched on the entire MLB, but honestly, himself, the entire MLB.
Garrett Cole, boy, you fumbled the bag. You.
He said if I'm going down, everybody else is coming with me.
Everybody else. He took a nice solid minute and a half combined breaks in that question.
Just to say no.
He could have simply just said no. Like, what?
So, I mean, you can't say no because, I mean, he uses it. Let's be honest. So, it's like, when he gets caught, it's like, but you said he didn't use it. You can't say yes in suspension. you honestly, the best situation is like, next question.
Or hear me out.
Just lie.
Don't use it. Or you just don't use it. Like DeGrom. Like the best pitcher in baseball.
I saw the Mets say DeGrom doesn't use it.
Exactly. Trevor May confirmed it. He said, I can confirm.
You know what?
He's just better than everybody else, which I agree with.
You know what?
Yeah.
No, I edit these videos. Future Adrian, throw in the video right now.
Oh
Thread?
my god.
Yes.
Yo, that thread was epic. It was
Yeah.
so epic. It was like CC Kevin Pillar. See, that was great. No, that was great.
Here's what I'll do. I'll throw in the thread, and then I'll throw in the video of him reaching for his belt, adjusting his belt.
Which he does.
He
has
does. I
done
see him do it like
since
every
he got
single
called
time
up.
he's going
Those
out.
are the pines. I'll let them be the judge of that. I'm just gonna put it there just so they can see it.
Okay, but then you got to look at the stats as well. Everybody else that uses it as that we know uses it. We've seen a crazy spike
And then, but
in
then
RPM. And then we look at the Grom, and he maybe goes up by like 100, 200 a year, which happens when you start throwing 101.
Yeah.
Okay, but my question is, do you guys also think it was wrong for Josh Johnson just to say Garrett Cole, like just Garrett Cole?
Well, he was facing him that night. I think he was facing Trevor Bauer. He would have said Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
He was facing who else? Who
But it
else? do we
wasn't
know
the night
uses
before.
it?
It was a couple days before.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he just called. I mean, because Garrett Cole's
I think
video
that's a
did
little
come out
messed up,
before
too.
that.
We
So.
all know everyone does it. I mean, prime example.
Well, I also don't think Josh Donaldson is a good person.
I love Josh Johnson.
He seems like
but
he's a great baseball player, but he seems like an absolute I can't.
But I mean,
Shout out to JP.
One good example I would talk about Shane Bieber. His curveball was down 300 RPMs last start. He gave up 10 hits. So you guys can be the judge of that. I'm just saying, Shane Bieber went from top 3 pitcher in baseball to getting pulled in the 4th inning. So I mean, you can't just call out Garrett Cole. It's James Karinchak does it.
No, I understand that, but I mean, I also feel like pitchers have bad starts. It happens. I think if it continuously happens, then we got to look into it. But until then,
legalize it.
I don't know.
I think there's nothing they can do to legalize it. At the end of the day, let the pitchers do what they got to do.
So you're gonna let batters cork their bat?
So yeah, why can't batters cork their bat, or why can't they use roids?
Huh?
That's not the
why
same.
Can't they use roids? Why can't they use roids?
That's not the same thing at all.
How?
They're cheating. It's cheating. Cheating is cheating.
How?
Okay. Well, if you guys say so. I disagree. Agree to disagree.
Wait, no. Time out.
Agree to disagree.
Cheating is all right, but can we agree on this? Cheating is cheating.
There's levels to cheating, yes.
Okay, no. Here are the levels of cheating. Roids, pine tar, corking bats, the Astros.
Yes.
And this is the level. So cheating is cheating. So we just agreed on.
So Astros, roids, pitchers using sticky stuff because it's a part of the game, and then the game of baseball. It's always been done.
Well, you could argue. Look, I'm not saying that the Astros did is right, but you could argue stealing signs was a part of the game. And they just did it way better than everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong, bro.
I mean, they took it to a whole different level, though. I mean, stealing signs was you have a guy on second base, and he's literally peeking in, and if he picks up your signs, your catcher's just not doing a good job of giving signals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then I have a whole camera. You know what I mean? But when you steal signs when you're on base, it's not an advantage because when you get a guy on second base, he can do the same thing. But you don't have a camera in center field. So when it's a clear advantage, that's when I call it cheating. So, for example, every pitcher has sticky stuff. It's not an advantage because every pitcher's doing it. You get what I'm saying?
No.
So if every batter has corked bats,
to the pitchers,
they can hit a home run. Like it's fair,
not
right?
cheating.
If every batter wanted to go up there with a corked bat, then that's not cheating.
Okay, so then if every batter used roids, it wouldn't be cheating.
It's
It's all good.
My definition of cheating in sports is when one side has an advantage. That's my definition.
You want to know what my definition of cheating is?
Not following the rules.
Not following the rules that were put in.
Exactly.
That's cheating.
Okay.
But all right. Moving on.
All right. Moving on to
Adrian,
the next topic.
to our next topic.
Next topic, where we're going to talk about summer. You know what that means? End of July. Trade deadline. So we're going to go.
Deadline. Looking forward to it.
We're going to go one by one. We're going to go from Jay, Cap, to me. And we're all going to give one prediction or move we'd like to see done or what we think is a good fit. I
Okay.
say Tillman
So
best deal for the end.
you what? Say that again.
So I said we all save our best deal for the end. So it's gonna go Jay, Cap, me, back to Jay.
Okay.
Save your best deal for the end.
Okay. All right. So my first deal. This one's under the radar. I don't think a lot of people could see this happening, but I do potentially with the Twins in the situation they're in. If they continue to slide, I think they could potentially move Nelson Cruz to the A's. I think the A's are a team that can compete in the AL West. And I think with Nelson Cruz and the A's, Matt Chapman not being at his best right now, and the A's lineup struggling a little bit, I think they could use Nelson Cruz a little boost of age. Maybe hit the fountain of youth for everybody else in that lineup. So with my first trade, I have Nelson Cruz heading to the A's.
Okay, I think that middle of the order with Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, and Nelson Cruz would be pretty dirty and a nightmare for pitching staffs. But
would be pretty scary.
All right, Cap, give us one.
My first trade, I'm gonna go with just like go out there. I'm gonna say Trevor Story is gonna go to the Yankees.
I said save your best ones for your last, so you got some pretty big hitters then. Okay.
Like with Gleyber at shortstop, it's like he's just not cutting it.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go on a little 1 minute rant about these people with analytics, right? So Glovework, page on Instagram, right? They posted Glovework, the page on Instagram. They posted 2 back highlights of Gleyber Torres making diving plays, right? So on the second one, I'm like, is Gleyber Torres improving on defense? Improving. I didn't say a good. Well, I did say a good defender, but is he becoming a good defender? Improving, right?
And then MLB Nerds replied with defensive run saved, F war, FWY.
The page was MLB statistics, I believe. MLB database. Great name. He goes, he literally has an outfield average of -4. I said improving.
Wait, say that again?
He said outfield average of -4. And I said, I watched the game. He's been improving. I'm not going to go just off numbers. He's like, name a flaw in outfield average. I was like, you do know outfield average has Nolan Arenado, Gio Urshela. What were the other names I said? Gio Urshela, Nolan Arenado, Dansby Swanson, and Jose Iglesias as negative defenders. Those dudes are known for the glove. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And these are the same dudes that I follow on Instagram and try to tell me Austin Hedges is a
top 5 catcher.
Is a top 3 catcher in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I'm a catching guy.
Come on.
And he's not top 3. Maybe top 10.
Watch baseball.
Yeah.
Watch baseball. Watch the game.
So
listen, these stats are great, but
when you take them into consideration too much, you don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like you should take them with it. What happens on the field is way more important than.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Adrian, what's your trade?
What's it called? My trade is Isaiah Kiner-Kalefa to the Reds. So we all know what we said in the first episode. Eugenio Suarez is not a shortstop, and we were pretty right about that. So Isaiah Kiner-Kalefa, he's tied in the major league right now for hits. I think he's a great ball player, and he's just with the Rangers, who suck, so no one knows about him. But that's a dude that if you get him on your team, you're gonna want to have him. We're gonna love to have him.
Yeah, I agree. I think I have him on my fantasy team. He's pretty good for me.
Want to make
All
a trade?
right. So my next trade, maybe a trade deadline trade. Maybe he gets off in our league. No, I'm just kidding. My next trade, I have Max Scherzer going to the Blue Jays. I think Jays' lineup is absolutely deadly. Like, it might be one of the better lineups in the MLB. And I think, their pitching is all right. I think Robbie Ray has been pretty solid for them this year, as well as Hinju Ryu. I think they need Scherzer. I think Scherzer could be a staple in that rotation. I think Scherzer could use a change of scenery. And I think, that Scherzer in that rotation could really make this Blue Jays team a contender, not a pretender.
I actually have Scherzer going somewhere else, and I have another pitcher going to the Blue Jays, but we'll get to that later. Captain.
All right. Well, my second trade, I'm gonna say I think Ketel Marte is gonna go to the Yankees.
Ketel Marte and Trevor
What
Story?
are you doing right now? What is happening?
Hmm?
I'm sorry.
So, wait. So, what does that defensive situation look like?
Wait.
Trevor Story. Marte.
Ketel in center field.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What
Like
do you-
everything.
Okay, my thing is, wait. Question. So, like, are they getting both, or is
No, I'm
just
not saying
one or
these
the
both
other?
happen. It's just like no,
Okay.
I'm not saying it.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
Got it. I mean,
Like
look, a defensive situation. Yeah, first. You got GT at second. You got Gio at third. You got Trevor Story at short. You got Ketel Marte in center, Judge in right,
Mm.
and Duhar and Clinton left. Not bad.
that's a lot to do though. Get both of them.
You're gonna probably gonna give it to the mid. No, I'm just kidding. You don't.
Yeah.
Do it.
Aaron Hicks, he's batting 190 right now.
Aaron Hicks
And-
out the rest of the year.
Yeah, that too. And Ketel Marte, he's batting 356 right now. He's doing really good. So
Yeah,
I would.
I'm high on Marte. I want him to
It'd be a good. Yeah, I remember during our rankings, you were very high on him.
Yes, I was super high on him.
Hmm.
Like higher than Jeff McNeil high on him.
Who comes back? I think like next week. That's got me excited. It's got me excited.
Okay, so my next one, another Rangers player. The Rangers are going to be sellers. I have 3 Rangers deals going on right now. Kyle Gibson to the Blue Jays. So, I mean, Kyle Gibson leads the league in the ERA right now. If you guys don't know, most underrated pitcher in baseball. But I like the move.
I think that's more of a low-key deal for the Blue Jays. I mean, like that definitely improved the team tremendously. But
I would make them World Series players, World Series players. But I think it'll definitely give them a better chance.
yeah, it's not like listen. I compare trade deadline trades as a Mets fan to the 2015 4 minutes left Yoenis Cespedes. That's what I compare blockbusters to right now. Listen, you can't tell me listen to me. They traded with Cespedes for like 4 minutes. Like, you know how crazy that was? And then he comes in here and then performs like an MVP. Like, this guy was balling. Like, that's what I'm gonna compare.
What do you do after?
But I understand that. I understand. But he brought the 2015 Mets to a World Series. He carried this team. He carried that team. Dude, do you know how crazy?
It's just Yoenis Cespedes.
All right, not all of it, but like, if we didn't trade for Cespedes, we wouldn't have made it to a World Series.
I don't think he carried that team by no means. I think he played a big role. He didn't carry.
Okay, so it was him, Harvey. I mean, like, and Murph in the playoffs. Obviously, Murph has always been solid. But all right, whatever. So that's what I compare blockbusters to. I compare it to crying with 4 minutes left because your favorite team has done nothing.
You want it?
Then all of a sudden trade for Cespedes.
You want to know?
Legalized bank robbery.
You guys want to know crying? Me as a 10-year-old, I remember this. I was on vacation in Delaware Water Gap. It was July 31st, and I'm sitting here watching MLB Network, and I watched the Yankees trade away Aroldis Chapman, Andrew Miller, and Carlos Beltran all within like an hour. I called Yankee Stadium, the front desk, and I was like, please don't trade Carlos Beltran, and they hung up on me. That's crying, okay?
Oh my god.
I know. I cried when the Mets traded away Reyes. That hurt me to the Marlins. That hurt.
I was a big
Especially like he was good too. Oh, I was a huge. I mean, I wanted Beltran to be our manager, but I want to talk about how good of a job Luis Rojas is doing later in the podcast with the Mets.
Ooh.
Anyway, so welcome back. Again, it's not a fucking bad podcast episode without something happening. So let's get back into it. So my first trade was Aaron Nola to the Red Sox. I think with the Phillies, the fourth place Phillies, you know how the Phillies roll.
But okay.
Weapon?
I hate that as a Yankees fan, but go on.
Because they're in fourth place right now.
Yes.
Listen, you guys will be fine. Anyway.
No, but okay, go on.
So Nola to the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox, again, in a super tough AL East with the Red Sox. I mean, obviously, with the Rays and the Blue Jays. I think, they really need – yeah, I did it on purpose. I think they need some guy. I think they need an ace. I think Nathan Eovaldi has been pretty decent for them this year. Westman Garrett Richards is on that team, right?
Garrett Richards.
Garrett Richards.
Other old Philly player, Nick Pivetta.
Nick Pivetta is also balling out. So I think, he got touched up by the Blue Jays his last start. Again. So I think Nola will be big for them. I think the Phillies, could potentially ship away Nola and become a rebuilding squad there in Philly and just accept the fact they are never going to be good.
They're always the fourth place Phillies.
Yes, always, forever, and
Phillies, it's personal. Like it's
so personal. They're from Philly. I don't like Philly. No, but I think Nola to the Red Sox is a smart move for the Red Sox, especially with Chris Sale soon to be back. I think they're going to need an ace. I don't think Chris Sale is ready to be the ace yet after missing like 2 straight years of not being on a mound. I think Nola would be an important piece for them. And I also have, as much as I hate to see this, Joey Gallo to the Yankees here. I think the Rangers stink. They're not good. I think they get some really good pieces from the Yankees for Gallo. And the Yankees need some bats. They need some guys who can hit, bona fide hitters. Actually, I don't know how smart it would be for the Yankees to trade for Joey Gallo, though. They don't need another strikeout home run guy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly. Yeah. It's like
I said it, and I was like, you know what?
Joey
might
Gallo
not be the smartest move.
Joey Gallo isn't a hitter. He just runs into the ball, and it goes far.
He's an elite fielder as well, though. People sleep on his fielding. People sleep on his fielding a lot.
He would definitely shore up our left field because Andujar, as much as he's getting hot right now, not a left fielder, and you can see it. And Clint Frazier starting to lose hope.
You were so high on him after the 60-game year, too. You were so high. It was disgusting.
I know.
I had him on my top 10.
All right, Cappy.
He's going to be an all-star.
You did. You really did. You really did. That was brutal.
It's tough.
All right, go ahead, Cap.
All right, so with the third trade, I was thinking of going with Craig Kimbrell to the Astros.
Ooh.
Because the Astros, they're doing pretty good right now.
I don't like players in baseball.
Yeah.
I love the Astros.
Yeah. But with Craig Kimbrell, his ERA is 0.7 right now. And who's the Astros closer right now?
Couldn't tell you.
I think it's Ryan Stanek. I think that's who it is. But yeah. So if the Astros get
Sergio. It was Ryan Stanek or Sergio Romo, who's the Rays started the opening experiment with. It was one of those two.
I think it was Sergio Romo.
Yeah, I think.
And Chaz Rowe. I know they did it with Chaz Rowe.
Yeah.
Chaz Rowe's filthy.
But yeah, so with if they had Craig Kimbrell, I think it would become an elite team. At least maybe top 5.
So my thing is coming off the Cardinals are my second team.
Wait a minute. Whoa. We're just gonna skip over the fact Cap just said a closer makes a team a top 5 team. What? What just happened? I think the Astros are already a top 5 team. Yeah.
Are they just 5?
Okay, let's see. All right, you know what? We'll discuss this after we get through these trades because we're just segueing off into different things.
My thing is with your coming up trade, I know it involves a Cubs player departing, and obviously Craig Kimbrell departing as well. I think that Cubs just coming off of sweeping my second team, the Cardinals, they're thinking they can win a division right now. You know what I mean?
I know, which is a problem because the Cardinals need to step it up. They need to be better than this.
Jack Flaherty, where you at, man? Jack Flaherty, where you at?
That Cardinals bullpen is so garbage, it makes me want to vomit. It's a disgrace.
You know, man, I'm gonna say it. Alex Reyes, my guy, you gotta stop blocking people. I didn't want to do it. You're from my hometown, you know what I mean? But you gotta stop blocking people.
It's the moral of the story for the entire.
You were so nasty, and you started walking people, and
you let the rest of that bullpen get to you, Alex.
You know.
But I believe in you. We believe in you here.
We believe in
you here at the FDP.
You just got a little shuck up after that Molly Bias home run, but we're good. That's it. Just stop walking people.
We believe in you.
Next trade, as we're talking about the Cardinals, it doesn't shore up their bullpen. with their starting rotation because Jack Flaherty is MIP, disappeared.
Missing person?
Missing. Oh, no, that's a Julius Randle meme. Missing in playoffs.
Oh, missing in playoffs.
Oh.
Got
But he's
it.
just missing in general. He's MIA. Yeah, can't find him. Yeah, I mean, it's just he's returning off injury. But I have Scherzer going to the Cardinals. And then, should I just say my last one now?
Go for it.
I have Joey Gallo.
Everybody brace yourselves.
Joey Gallo going to either the Padres or the Angels. Think about that. You sure up that middle of the order, right? Your top 5 of the lineup could look like this. David Fletcher, Mike Trout, Ohtani, Rendon, Jared Walsh, Joey Gallo. You got to break up those 2 lefties at the end, but you're doing something there. I think if you get him, you can pass by with an average pitching rotation that they have. Just saying. If that's your top –
Below average.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and just going to call them average.
Below average, but continue.
So, yeah. So, Joey Gallo to either the Padres – because now if he goes to the Padres, that's top of the lineup.
Yeah, maybe they'll be able to win a series against the Mets. Hopefully. Maybe.
Wait.
Sometime in the future.
Talk about orders and Padres. Can we get Tatis out of the 4-hole? I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it. Especially because he had a grand slam in the series finale. I don't like that at all.
Flipping that too, and guess who posted it within 5 minutes? MLB.
But no, listen. Here's my thing. We complain about MLB not marketing their players. This is their guy.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Listen, as much as it annoys me to see him blasting ding-dongs against the Mets, it's their guy. So I get it.
It's a good joke.
The NBA has – I don't know who the NBA has, to be honest with you. LeBron. Oh, duh, LeBron. The NBA has LeBron.
I think LeBron isn't their most marketable player anymore at this age.
Who is their most marketable player? Who would you say? LeBron.
Steph.
LaMelo Ball.
Oh, Luka, LaMelo.
Steph.
All right, anyway, so my last trade. And this one I think personally makes the most sense to me. And we went over it before, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's not delusional. It's not a delusional Mets fan trade. I have Chris Bryant come to the Mets.
I like Chris Bryant a lot because you know what I like about him? You could put him at third. You could put him at first.
Put him in left. You can put him in right.
Yeah, he's a very –
He's played 8 games in center field this year. So
I don't know how I feel about him being in the outfield, though. But
I think it's the job done. You can't expect
I'd much rather him at third base.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because the Mets had Thomas Nido at third base yesterday. So I think Bryant would be a nice pickup for the Mets. I think honestly, under the Steve Cohen, I think this trade could be big for him. I mean, look, is it like you must do this? No, because the Mets are performing really well right now. And I think with what we have, I think it's enough to compete. Do I think it's enough to win a World Series? No. Do I think it's enough to compete for right now? Yes. Yes, I do. So, yeah, I think Chris Bryant to the Mets makes sense. We need the Cubs to lose a couple more games. We need them to have a tough June and July. That's what we need them to have.
Come back to reality.
At third,
they need to stop hitting.
Jason, Thomas was the best defensive catcher in New York. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
He's so good. He's so good.
Either I don't like the Mets. When Thompson was catching, I'm definitely tuned in. Just saying.
All right, Cappy. Your last trade, buddy.
Last trade because I threw both mine out there.
Yeah, we did 3.
Oh, so you're good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now, we hit sticky stuff.
Before we hit sticky stuff, I want to go into. Listen. I want to talk about the Yankees. I just want to talk about how bad they're doing right now. I really do. I don't get to do this a lot, and they're probably going to be good again in like a month. Yeah. So let me just have this. Let me have this moment.
No. Okay. May I?
You know what? I'd love to listen to hear you talk smack about the
Yankees. Case.
Go for it, buddy.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Dr. Adrian, let's go. Give us a diagnosis.
Let's fix the Yankees, all right? First step, we have to
fix the Yankees.
Yes, first step, we have to address the issue. 1, our defense sucks. It's that simple. Tyler Wade should not be touching center field. Okay. Wade should not be touching center field. Gio Urshela never played shortstop before it comes to the Yankees. All of a sudden is getting a game every week over there at shortstop. I mean, like, it's just that bad. Like, our defense really sucks. DJ is no longer an average defender at this point. Like, it's – and then the order, everyone outside of Judge, Gio's falling off now. Glaber's falling off now. All of those guys can't hit a beach ball. Ever since Giancarlo Stanton came back from injury, he hasn't hit not one thing. I don't like how Giancarlo Stanton didn't play in the Philly series. He's an athlete. Let's put him in the outfield. Because with you not being able to put him in the outfield, you're handcuffing the rest of your defense. Now you have Andujar in left field, who's heating up, but you can't rely on him. What else is the issue? Injuries. Kluber's gone. And then also you can't rely on Tyone for more than 5 innings a game because he's coming back off 2 Tommy Johns. Herman had a bad start in Philadelphia, but he was good before, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And Garrett Cole has gone from otherworldly to average in his past 5 starts. This is the best pitcher in baseball. And Chapman, you're perfect, and then you gave one against the Twins? Yeah, against the Twins. And after that, you did it again in Philly. So I have faith in you, but pick it back up. We're picking – Zach Britton came back. And I don't know, man. I just think how you fix them, you build the roster better because this roster is not one of the rotors. This roster construction just sucks.
Sorry, that got me excited. Okay, well, let's get excited now, everybody. Let's talk about the best team in New York right now. Let's talk about the Mets.
No, the best team in New York is the Blue Jays because they're in Buffalo. Let's not go there.
No,
there.
They're still not better than the Mets. But
yes, they are.
When the Mets are fully healthy, the Blue Jays are not better. Do not tell me that right now.
At this moment.
George Springer, Marcus.
They're still the best team in baseball.
Rail, Bo Bichette, Teoscar Hernandez, Randall Grichuk. Do I have to go on?
Give me their rotation. No, seriously. I want to hear their starting rotation. Anyway, so I'm gonna go into the Mets right now. I'm not gonna say anything to jinx this team because we're not known for
that. You know what? I want to talk about that. My guy Lindor is coming back. My guy Lindor is coming back. And you guys clowned on him as much as you want. Mets fans said he had the hitting skills of a little leaguer. I don't want to hear it no more. He's
pause.
Every single
pause. Not I.
Of that $340 million. No, I'm talking about Mets RSL.
Not I. First of all,
Mets RSL.
Mets RSL, right? He's like, oh my god,
I was like one of the only Met fans, and you guys were on my Mets private story who have never gave up faith on Lindor. Anyway, this team, it's magical. I honestly watching this team play is like it's special right now. The bench mob stepped up huge in what was last month? May, right? May, June. In May, they stepped up huge with McNeil going out, Conforto going out. They were big. They were big for us. We had Jose Peraza step up, Kevin Pillar step up, Albert Almora. He was supposed to step up. Khalil Lee, Josue Vargas. These guys were big for us. Tomas Nido. These guys stepped up and took this team. And I thought personally that this May was going to stink for the Mets. And we now have a 3-game division lead. The pitching staff has been absolutely filthy. DeGrom, the best pitcher, the real best pitcher in baseball. Taijuan Walker, Marcus Stroman. The only complaint I have is David. You stink, bro. You are so bad. Other than that, this pitching staff, this bullpen has been absolutely phenomenal. Aaron Loop has been dominant, as well as Edwin Diaz. Jerry's Familia giving me some 2015 throwbacks. Jacob Barnes, you also are garbage. I don't know why Sean Reed Foley isn't here. Like Sean Reed Foley, thank God we're calling him up tonight. But Jacob Barnes, you are garbage. You need to be DFA'd ASAP. Like you are so bad. Like anytime you come into pitch, I want to throw up. Wow. Like anytime you come in a pitch, I like question Louis Rojas's managerial ability, and then I remember our entire bullpen's out. Luke Casey, you've been all right. And yeah, I mean, big shout out to.
Can we talk about Lucchesi and Rojas, or you want to finish up real quick?
Let me finish up real quick. Big shout out to Luis Rojas. I mean, this guy really took an injury riddled Mets and kept them afloat. Like he was taking a lot of heat in the beginning of the year. We started off slow. The firing of Chili Davis. I mean, listen, they didn't like it. It got them going. So personally, gotta do what you gotta do. So Luis Rojas, big shout out to you. Thank you. Last night you made a questionable call. I don't know if Familia should have been for 40 pitches. But listen, you've been pretty good for us, and thank you. This is my thank you to Luis Rojas. I'm sorry for yelling at you in the beginning of the year. You're a good manager.
You know, Jay, I can't blame you. His lines were awful.
They were really bad.
Who was leading off? Was it?
It was Pilar.
Yeah, it was Pilar. Yeah.
We really can't laugh at Pilar now because he's a warrior.
Yeah.
Pray for Pilar.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, he came back. By the way, who is raking? Like this dude.
He hit 2 home runs with the bat.
With the same bat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stains on and everything. It was pretty sick. But like I was saying.
All right, Adrian, what were you gonna?
So we've seen the Blake Snell. He gets taken out because third time to the order. We run to the same incident last night. Lucchesi pitching a great game. Only threw 5 innings. Gets the top of the order. So I'm gonna play both sides. I think he should go to the bullpen there because obviously lefty, you're going to face Machado and then Tatis or Tatis then Machado. But then the other side is like, look, your bullpen's beat up. Give them an extra day. Lucchesi's at 72 pitches. Let him go. He's doing his thing. So, I mean,
here's my thing with that. So here's what – look, as a Mets fan, I didn't get to watch the game. I got to watch a recap. I think Lucchesi should have went the extra inning, and if he runs into trouble, yank him, then put Jacob Barnes in.
Yeah.
Jacob Barnes should not be coming in after Familia. I don't think that should happen ever in a million years. I think it should have been Lucchesi. If Lucchesi runs into trouble in the 6th, was it? He pulled him in the 5th.
Yeah, it was
so it's Lucchesi. If he runs into trouble in the 6th, plug Barnes in. If he doesn't, let him finish the 6th. Then you go Barnes, and then you go May or Loop, and then you go Familia. You can't use Diaz again. I say you go like Familia. You go Familia the 9th. Familia has been really good. Or you go May the 9th. Or you go Loop. Like, we had so many options, and we decided to put Jacob Barnes in against Fernando Tatis Jr. with the bases loaded. Like, I just don't.
You also messed up by letting Jarius Familia go in 2 innings. He hasn't done that since his rookie year. And then you let him go 2 innings.
Should have never did that. Like, he got out of trouble in the 6th. He shouldn't have came out for the 7th.
Yeah, I mean,
that should have been it for him.
But that's the trouble he got himself into. So you should be like, all right, lucky he got out of there unscathed. Let's get someone else in there.
Get him out of there. Let's put Jacob Barnes in now. Not with bases loaded against Fernando Tatis Jr. Should not happen.
Exactly.
But other than that, thank you, Mets, for giving me something to cheer for. I appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Moving on.
So now, real quick, we're going to cover MVPs, Rookie of the Years, Cy Youngs. So we're going to go in the same order. Jake. I'm going to use the same list that I did a couple weeks ago when you tagged me that thing on Instagram.
Mine changes a little bit here.
I'm sticking true to that.
Mine changes a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm going to pull my list up, but mine changes just a little bit here. All right, so for AL MVP, let me pull it up. For AL MVP, I had where can I find this? Oh, let me pull it up. Adrian, do you have your list pulled up? Let me pull my list up.
I can pull mine up right now.
Yeah, let me look for mine real quick.
Archive story.
Yeah, that's where I went to. All right, I have mine. Okay. So I'll go first. For AL MVP, I have Ohtani.
Okay.
For NL MVP, here's where my list changes. We're going to DeGrom. If this guy continues the pace he's at, there's no way anybody beats him. Adrian. He has like a 0.3 ERA right now. This guy is unhittable. He's unhittable.
Yeah, but you just
he just shut down the Padres twice. Twice, not once, twice.
The MVP should not be given to pitchers. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
Okay, but when they're having historic seasons, I think they should.
Agree to disagree.
So
Like,
why
he
can't
has-
pitchers win MVPs? He's been the most valuable player for the Mets.
They don't play every day just because they play every 5 days.
Okay, so here's my thing. If the Mets don't have DeGrom, they're not where they're at right now. They're not the same team
I
without him.
understand that, but I mean,
We wouldn't have won the series against the Padres. This guy brought in 2 of the 3 RBIs.
He has that's crazy. He has more runs batted in than he does runs against.
Adrian.
Like what?
I'm just not.
What?
Every 5 days.
What?
That's the only thing. I'm giving it to someone who's playing.
Okay, anyway, moving on. For my Cy Young, I have Garrett Cole and obviously DeGrom, the MVP.
Okay.
Rookie of the Year in the AL, I have Adonis Garcia from the Texas Rangers, who has been phenomenal this year. And
Okay.
for Rookie of the Year, I have Jazz Chisholm.
So
I forgot him on my list, and I felt like an idiot.
yeah,
I had Dylan Carlson over him, who is really good, by the way. Who's been pretty solid this year. But
honestly,
Jazz is generational.
the Cardinals are my second team. Carlson's a little overrated. I'm just saying. Just a tad bit. But
Moving on. So for my AL champions, the American League champs, I have the White Sox with old man Tony La Russa. And for the NL, I have the New York Metropolitans. And then our World Series champs, I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going here. I'm going the Mets, baby. LFGM. That's what I'm talking about all day, every day.
that's simply not gonna happen.
You're crazy. Especially if we trade for Chris Bryant. It's going to happen.
Cap, you want to give me yours?
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
What?
What?
Mets designated Jacob Barnes for assignment. They brought up Sean. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh
What
my.
happened right on cue. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. That makes me excited. That gets me going. All right, Cap. Up to you.
Mhm.
What's yours?
All right. So right now, in the AL, my MVP is Vlad.
Okay. I
I have
agree.
Vlad. He is on fire. Like,
Fuck doesn't
it-
understand
what-
how good he's hitting.
what is he batting? 364? Like some.
He's
What is?
gonna get the Triple Crown if he stays.
It's crazy. And then in the NL, I'm gonna have to go Jacob DeGrom. He's too good. Like, it's unfair. Five runs batted in, 4 runs against him. Like, what? 4 runs in. Oh my god. And then for my Cy Young, I guess the second best pitcher in baseball in the NL, Garrett Cole. And then for the AL.
Yeah.
I mean AL, and then in the NL.
Switch the leagues. Yeah, there you go. Switch leagues.
In the NL, Jacob DeGrom, because he's just the best pitcher in baseball. And then for my AL Rookie of the Year, I have Yermin Mercedes. He got up to a really hot start and then died down a little, but
because Tony La Russa told him don't swing.
I know. Like,
Don't mention that man's name on this podcast ever.
he do look swag though. He looks swag. Mhm.
Yes, he did. Okay. So
And then I got my boy Jazz Chisholm winning the Rookie of the Year. That's my boy Bahamas.
is it Bahamas? I thought it was Curaçao. One of the two.
Bahamas,
Okay.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
All right.
Cap's good friends with Jazz.
Yeah,
Yeah, he tagged.
he's like my comment on Instagram.
Yeah, I remember that. Yo, he was so hyped.
Yo, boys, look who came.
Yo,
Tagging him in the podcast.
Instagram 2 times. Whatever.
What happened?
I'm gonna be like my comment on Instagram 2 times. Okay, moving on. My AL MVP, Junior.
Wait, he didn't give us the league champs. He didn't give us World Series and league champs.
Who do you have coming out?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
being in such a rush?
Out of the AL,
Talk about it.
I have the Chicago White Sox.
Okay.
And the NL, I have the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Okay.
And then the World Series champions, I think I'm going with the Dodgers here.
Okay.
I think they're gonna pull it out again.
My LMVP, I went back and forth between Otani and Vlad. I think the way Vlad is playing right now, you have to give it to him. Like, there's no way he doesn't deserve it. Like, we got to make it.
I think I went on.
We got to make an award for Otani because Otani deserves an award, but it just can't be.
Yeah, Babe Ruth Award.
Yeah, Babe Ruth Award, perfect. Because we're having a lot more two-way guys that are coming up. Hunter Green,
like Jacob DeGrom.
Yeah, new award, the Babe Ruth Award. NL Babe Ruth Award goes to DeGrom again. And AL Babe Ruth Award goes to Otani. That's great.
I agree.
The Pitchers Who Rake Award. That's a great name.
Pitchers Who Rake Award.
Yep. My son, best pitcher in the league in the AL. Garrett Cole. Rookie of the Year, Adolis Garcia. I was really close to giving it to Yerman. But I just think that because he's playing center field and not just DHing, you got to give it to him. And also, doesn't have as much protection in the lineup, and he's still putting up the numbers. NL, Acuna, my MVP. I'm sticking with it. DeGrom, Cy Young, Jazz, NL Rookie of the Year. In the beginning, it was Cabrian Hayes, but obviously the injury. I think if Cabrian Hayes was playing the way he played last year, this year too, it's a lot.
Hopefully he doesn't miss any bags.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't miss bags and get home runs taken away from him.
Imagine how infuriating that was to anybody who has him on fantasy. They must have felt real angry.
Yeah, right.
They must have been fuming.
Traded him. Only would have traded him. He would have been on your hands. But no, that's what you get. And then coming out of the AL, I have the Yankees figuring it out. I don't think the White Sox are gonna do it. We literally swept the White Sox. We brought out the boom.
I'm out.
Wait.
Before we continue, Cap, did he not say earlier in the podcast, this roster is not built good enough for a World Series? They are not built good enough
to win a World Series. To win a World Series.
Wait, what was the trade you said the White Sox would get? What was it? Or you were saying that
I think
the White Sox, if they got a player.
If they got Nola, Jason's trade, if they got Nola, they won the World Series. Yes. But that's not the case right now.
I had Nola going to the Red Sox, by the way.
Yeah, but you threw out there Nola going to the White Sox.
I tossed out the White Sox as well, yes, before.
And then I have the Dodgers coming out of the NL. I think we all agree they're the best team in baseball right now.
I disagree.
And I have the Dodgers going back to back, unfortunately.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are so boring.
Because we're not delusional and have
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm delusional. But I also, my team's also winning their division right now, so it's acceptable. Also, before we end this podcast, I want to fight whoever makes the MLB Power Rankings. We need to have a conversation, a serious one. The rankings you have are an absolute joke. Ben Verlander, you need to be better too. How do you not have the Mets in your top 10? That's ridiculous. We just won the series against the Padres, and they're like 5. What's up with that, man? We literally don't have our entire starting lineup. We're on top of the NL East. We haven't lost a series to the Padres yet. We got a series against the Cubs coming up. They play in like 12 minutes. I'm going to watch that. They're going to sweep that series at home. The Mets are special. They really are sleeping on the Mets right now. And I saw this thing on Instagram, and it put it perfectly for this. When the Mets are good, nobody likes it. Nobody likes it because they're used to making fun of the Mets, and when they can't make fun of the Mets, they don't know who to make fun of. We're top of the division now, guys. Get used to it, baby. Get used to it. The Mets are good.
It's June.
The Mets are good.
It's June.
The Mets are still good. You're going to tell me this team isn't good. You're going to tell me this team isn't built for the playoffs right now.
Moving on. We're going to come up with the –
Be better, MLB. Be better. Be better.
We're going to come up with the podcast All Star Ballot, and we're going to end it like that. So –
all right, hurry up because we have 8 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay. So, All Star Ballot.
Who's All Star Ballot?
No idea.
Okay. Also, I just want to point out, because I'm going to get yelled at if I don't put this in the podcast. Ever since my girlfriend has been watching the Mets, they've been doing great.
Nice.
Shout out. I just had to.
Who do you have as our first baseman? I'm saying
Freddie Freeman.
no for AL.
Oh, I don't know. Vlad.
Vlad.
Never mind. I do know Vlad.
Okay.
And Freddie
Freeman?
Freeman.
Josh Bell.
Actually,
I'm saying
you
Muncy.
know what?
I'm going Muncy.
I don't mind Muncy. I also don't mind Pete Alonso. Stop sleeping on my boy.
No. I'm simply not gonna allow that. He's not playing better than Freeman.
He has some of the better stats in the league. Go look at his stats real quick.
Muncy or Freeman?
Go look at Pete's stats right now. Go look at him. Go look at the stats.
Freeman.
Freeman? All right, we're going Freeman.
You're not giving him a shot. You're not giving him a shot. You're not even looking at the stats. That's ridiculous what you just did.
Okay, you gotta give us a shot. You know what? You gotta give us a shot. Okay, listen to me. Let me hear what I'm saying, okay? You get your shot. You had your shot right there in the situation. Oh, why you know the situation, Terry.
I have Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien's been playing out of his mind.
Shortstop.
Semien?
Yeah, we'll go Marcus Semien. Yeah. We'll go Semien.
NL. You know I want to give it to my guy Gavin. You know I want to give it to my guy Gavin, but I'm not.
No.
247.
I'm gonna say Ozzy Albies.
I'm not giving it to. Are you a joke right now? Are you kidding me? That's a joke. The fact that he's in first place is absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, right now, of all second basemen in the NL.
No, the fact that he's in first place right now is disgusting to me.
I'm sorry, I'm not giving it to Adam Frazier. I'm not giving it to Adam Frazier. I don't care.
No.
Give it to Jonathan India.
I like Jazz or either Jay Cronenworth.
I think because Jazz is a rookie, we should stay away from Jazz. They tend to not.
Yeah, so let's give it to let's go Jay Cronenworth.
Okay.
All right.
Third baseman, I'm going with the Jose Ramirez.
Devers.
There's not a lot of good third basemen in the league.
I'm going Jose Ramirez.
No. I like Rafael. I like Devers.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I like
saying.
Devers.
I didn't want to give it.
I like Devers.
I didn't want to give it to a Red Sox player because
I know you don't want to give it to him.
Because my shortstop is Bogarts. I don't want two Red Sox players. Damn. Third baseman NL.
Who should we go with?
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Chris. Adrian, you missed him.
Oh,
right there.
All right, shortstops. Bogarts. We can agree. Please disagree.
Yeah, I think we can agree with Bogarts.
Can we disagree?
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fact that Carlos Correa isn't in the top 3 voting is a joke.
Who is number 3? Bo Bichette should not be number 2. I'm sorry.
No, he really shouldn't. It's ridiculous.
Overrated.
I'm sorry. We got to give it to Tatis. He has an OPS in the thousands.
Whatever.
We could give it to Tatis. We could.
I'm not.
I guess we're gonna have to.
I can't give it to Lindor because he had a very slow start.
He did. I know.
Catchers. Hear me out. Yasmani Grandal has a 157 batting average.
Yes. Say no more. Yes.
I think he's a little bit overrated, but with the AL catchers, he's definitely in there.
Mm-hmm.
The AL catchers are garbage, by the way.
Yes. Now, you guys know who I want to give it to here.
Posey.
I refuse to give it
Dusty
to
Posey.
JT Realmuto?
You know I'm a defense catcher first. I'm a defense catcher first, you know.
JT Realmuto?
Adrian, it's Posey. Adrian,
Yadier Molina.
Adrian, stop it. Just give it to Posey. Adrian.
Yadier Molina. Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Nicholas
we apologize to all real baseball fans out there.
Yeah.
We just voted Yadier Molina.
Judge,
what?
Mullins, and Brian Buxton.
We should have never gave Adrian. No, we can't vote Buxton in. He's out, guys. We really can't.
Oh, yeah.
We can't do that.
Slow down.
Biceps.
No way. He just no.
So we can agree Judge and Cedric Mullins, correct?
No.
I like Adonis Garcia. I
don't like rookies in the All-Star game though. Like I don't. You know what I mean?
If they deserve it, they deserve it, bro. I don't.
Okay, Cedric Mullins and Judge, correct? We agree on that.
Yes. We have less than a minute. Hurry up.
Mullins,
Judge, and Garcia.
And
Garcia.
Okay. Acuna, Castellanos, and Winker. Give it to Winker.
Right.
Yes.
And okay, we cannot find them right now.
You know who we're voting for.
Winker. Okay, so
Anyway, all right, let's sign this out before we go. Well, it was great being with you guys again. Missed the boys. It's been a great episode. We look forward to being here same time, same place next week. Well, hopefully not over Zoom because I miss in person. I miss you.
Yes.
it's elite.
No, but for real. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait for the summer. Can't wait to keep you guys covered on here on FBP. This is us signing off. Looking forward to an exciting summer with the boys. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Yeah.
Just in time too.